Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to
It's Saturday.
your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday.
okay,
Right.
we own the flow.
Dude, we're back where we all started, where it all started.
We're on the floor, Matt's on the couch.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, do you want to record here? I'm like, no, babe.
You
it's
can't
fine."
get up.
I actually genuinely like in here better
Same.
than over there. And I can close the door, like Stark's like out of the way, you know? It's just nice down
Just
here.
comfy, cozy vibes.
Comfy cozy. We have a lot to talk about. We didn't post last week. Just like a busy week, guys. You know,
Yeah.
life's getting busy, so sometimes we might post bi-weekly, and that's okay. We just something to look forward to for 2 weeks. But I've been excited to record because I want to talk about our event we had.
Oh my god, that was honestly,
That
it
was
was
so
a pinch me
cool.
moment because it was really cool and like we organized that and people actually came out and it was really fun.
It was really fun. I was like super excited, like planning it leading up to it, and then just classic. Like I didn't get nervous until the day of the event, and I was kind of like, wait, like. What if people don't have fun? But I'm like, no, wait. Like,
Or what if no one shows up?
Yeah. What if everybody bails last minute? All 30 people bail.
Yeah.
No, it ended up being such a fun night. Like we had a good group of like our friends, people that we didn't know very well, and then like some people I hadn't even met before.
Yeah.
So that was
people I went to like high school with.
Yeah.
Like that I hadn't talked to in like so long.
We got to try different electrolytes, different snacks. We had like Wagyu protein bars, which were really cool.
Those were so good. It was so funny because I think it was Steffi like thought it was a
Brownie.
and she like grabbed it and she was like, oh wait, what is this?
When you think it's a brownie, but it's actually Wagyu beef.
You're
like
like,
it was a different palette.
It was delicious. Though. So
yeah, Harry really hooked it up with the snacks and the non-alcoholic drinks, which were delicious. And yeah, we had a guided workout. We like laminated some sheets for the workout. He had a personal trainer there leading people through. And we were just like yapping and working out, which like I'm usually, when I would go to the gym, I don't usually like to talk. Like
No.
I'm just like in my zone. But when the whole gym is like all your friends, it was just so fun.
We were blasting tunes. Like Farzan made the playlist. It was really fun. And it was just nice seeing everyone in different corners, like just working out all together. It was just a fun vibe.
What I like too about this gym is that they have things that I feel like are not at a regular gym. Like they have these really long like metal rods. I forget exactly what they're called, but like you use them in certain ways that work out your arms and your shoulders.
Yep.
And it's actually funny though, because like one time Santi came to our house to do a workout with Matt, and obviously he like owns these and he brought them to our house. So I've only seen them once before.
No,
And then he has like the big like ball, the thing that you like throw as well.
he had like the pendulum squats that are like really crazy squats that like
Yeah.
work out your butt really well.
You're
What
like
else?
squatting without putting it on your shoulders, which
Shoulders.
is really cool. It feels very different.
And that bar we did our
The fat
bicep.
bar.
My biceps hurt for like days after.
Days.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That was good.
And our friend Eric was able to do social media for us and took a bunch of awesome photos. So we have all these awesome memories. And yeah, it was just good vibes. It was one of those things too where I was like, okay, it's from 6 to 9. I'm like, people will probably like trickle out by 8. But no.
People were there till like 9, and like by the time we wrapped up, it was like 9:30.
Yeah. Which is like such a good feeling. I was like, oh, everyone wanted to stay like the whole time. I think it was your friend Rosemary.
And Lindsay.
And Lindsay. Yeah. Lindsay and her mom, Rosemary, like comes in. She's like, I'm here for the whole time.
No, she's like, how long can I stay? And I was like, this is my kind of girl.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to sauna. I'm going to cold plunge. That was fun too. Like we did just like a big sauna sesh, red light therapy sesh.
It was so fun. And then we did the raffle the next day. And we had some really good prizes. So first of all, we thought it was a 30-day pass to the gym, personal health center, but it was actually a 3-month pass, which is insane. So yeah, 3-month pass, and then we had like a bag full of goodies with like hair products and jewelry.
Yeah, from Golden Girl.
And
Love
then,
her.
Yeah, and then gift cards and our tote bag. So anyway, people left with more stuff like than. Yeah.
You got your money's worth. That's for darn sure. So that was the last Saturday of January, of dry January. And that was just the best way to end it, in my opinion.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know. Honestly, January was, it was hard, but it was fun. And it was like clear headed. And I really, really enjoyed not drinking. So I think that's like the path moving
Dude,
forward.
I loved dry January.
Same.
I thrived. I actually like wanted to like check in on like our ins and outs for the month, and I wanted to like, I haven't even looked at mine yet. I wanted to wait till right now. So like, okay, I said morning workouts. I feel like I checked that.
Yep.
Free journaling, didn't do that at all.
I
haven't done that yet. You've been doing that though.
I've been doing it, and it's been helping. Just kind of like the end of the night, I find like my brain like just is going a million miles an hour. So sometimes just writing it down feels like you're getting it out onto a page, and then you don't have to think about it anymore.
Clearing your head.
But it is kind of cool to see. Like I did go back, and I do this every January, so it's funny because I have this book.
You have 3 pages of
January.
just
January's. Like I'm like, oh, Romina, like do it in February.
Yeah.
And like it is February, and I haven't done it yet. So
okay, it's still in the beginning though. You still have time.
Yeah,
still have
but
time.
yeah, free journaling. Yeah,
That's
definitely
good.
tried.
You've been trusting that. Yeah. I've been downing electrolytes, so that's been feeling really good. So much protein this month. Like so much protein. Like my butt's like a lot bigger.
I feel like my whole like
I'm
personality is like. I feel like I need to quit my job to just track how much protein. Like
I know
protein.
But the good thing is like, at least for me, I tracked it all at the beginning, and now because I'm eating a lot of just like the same things, like my oats with my protein powder and my Greek yogurt and my cottage cheese on toast and like these desserts that we've been making, like I just can like have more intuitive eating, and I don't have to like track everything anymore, which is nice. But yeah, I'm still trying to like hit that 120 goal, and I think I've been doing it. Yeah, you know, more or less.
Protein and like the mocktails we were killing. We even have a mocktail here tonight.
Yeah, we have a mocktail.
A Sleepy Girl mocktail.
Natural nails. I've been biting my nails, but they're still natural.
Same.
So we're on that.
I didn't even do nails for my birthday. Like I literally left them.
Oh yeah,
as is.
I didn't even like think about, honestly.
I can't be bothered.
Can't be bothered. Prioritize sleep a lot. Definitely did that. And my outs pressing snooze, I've definitely been doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method and just like getting the frick up. And I feel so much better.
Yeah.
So much better doing that. And I said outs nail biting, so we're still doing that. And then one of my outs that I'm really proud of, you guys, because if you know me, and you do if you're listening to this pod, like, you know I love McDonald's, and I haven't had McDonald's yet this year.
I only had it once.
Yeah, nor have I craved it though, which is like a good thing.
Okay.
I feel like all the times I would drive home from your house after recording the pod, and I would just want to like stop and get a junior chicken, and sometimes I would, but I haven't had that urge, and I think it's because I'm full of protein.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Full.
You're just full for longer.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I had a McDonald's one time in January. I think it was like in the middle. I was like, screw it.
No,
but
that was on my list. That wasn't on your list. So
yeah, but I feel like we've been keeping up with the juicing too, which is really helpful. I find. Guys, if you're not like get yourself a juicer, because I think it's honestly a huge investment. So you can just get all your greens, and you can get all your veggies and ginger in one place.
Turmeric, the amount of carrots and celery and beets I've had this month, like that I wouldn't. The only thing out of those I would really ever cook is like maybe carrots. Like sometimes I'll put like shaved carrots in a bowl, but like the amount of carrots and celery, like bags, like it's delicious.
Yeah. And what else is on my thing? Social events not centered around drinking. I feel like we did that in January, other than my birthday. Yeah.
That was a big marathon.
Yeah. And calling and FaceTiming people. I feel like I've been FaceTiming my family a lot more, like regularly, at least a few times a week, which
that's a lot.
Yeah. I used to do it like regularly, but then there was a point where it kind of fizzled out, but now I've really been trying to do that. So
I feel like people also need to normalize just like shorter FaceTimes.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel daunted by them, because sometimes when it's like, someone FaceTimes me, it's like, frig, is this going to be like an hour
30
long
minutes
call?
Yeah
30 minutes, an hour. I'm like, can we just normalize a quick like, hey, check in, want to see your face, like,
hey, what's up?
How
okay,
are
gotta
you?
go.
Okay, good. Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
Like, just like shorter FaceTimes.
100%. I love that. But yeah, Matt had his surgery literally the day of our event. So we haven't talked about that.
Yeah. So we were really lucky. Matt had his surgery very early. So I dropped him off at the hospital at 6:30 in the morning, and his surgery was probably around like 7:30 or 8. The surgery is quite short. It's like a 45-minute surgery, but then he's in like recovery for a little bit so they can monitor him and make sure he's all good. And the surgery went really well. The surgeon actually like called me personally and let me know like everything went well. He had a little fracture that they didn't know he had, so he has a couple like nuts and bolts in his knee now as well, but no MCL tear, just the ACL. Fully repaired it. So surgery went as well as possible.
Okay.
Things that we've learned in this situation is at the beginning, don't be a hero and like stay ahead of your pain. So you're going to need to be like on the clock with your like Tylenol or like whatever you're taking. Like don't wait for the pain to hit
before,
because it's going to hit and it's going to hit hard. And then it's going to take like another hour for your pain meds to kick in. So like the first couple of days, just like every 4 hours, just like be on it and take it. Super grateful and thankful for our neighbors and like family and friends that have like helped out, whether that was like bringing us food or like when I got back from the hospital, our neighbors like were right away like, we're gonna walk Stark for you, like just
so nice.
hang out with
Thank
Matt.
God for them. Yeah,
thank God for them, and Tracy and Richard too. If you ever have any kind of knee surgery, you're going to need this like ice machine that we borrowed from one of my coworkers. So also shout out to one of my coworkers that gave us this ice machine, because if you just had like bags of ice or like pouches of ice on you, it doesn't work the way that this thing just like wraps around his whole knee, the whole surface.
And it literally has this tube and it
has a tube and it's literally just like running the really cold ice cold water like through.
Wow.
So it's just like ice cold water, and it's like this little cooler. So that's really helpful to have as well. And I will say Matt's been a really great patient. Yeah. Like he's not like,
he's not like complaining.
He's not complaining. No, he
Yeah.
doesn't complain. Like he barely even like asks for help. I'm like, dude, like ask me for help. Like this is what I'm here for. And he's super appreciative. So he's just been a really, really good patient. So I'm just grateful.
Yeah, pray for him that speedy recovery. But from the looks of it, like since Saturday last saw him till now, I feel like,
dude, he learned a trick to like that he can walk with one crutch instead of two. So that's been really helpful. And he actually was using the cane today, which was good. And yeah, hopefully by like Sunday, maybe he'll be off crutches. Oh my God. We'll see. And then he can drive and stuff again.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't realize like how even just like basic things like taking a shower and like,
oh my God, yeah,
it's just crazy.
No, we take everything for granted. Even like literally if his phone drops like in the couch or a wrong way, he's like, I can't even get my phone. Or like the remote's like on the table, he's like, frig, I left the remote on the table and I'm sat down. It's like, oh, it's so far.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Or like filling the ice machine, like you can't do that alone yet.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been, being a caretaker is no joke. Like
it's a full-time job.
Like there's a lot, but obviously for better for worse, there's no one else I'd rather take care of than my husband. So
Aww.
But yeah, we're on the up and ups.
So cute.
Yeah.
So we had our friend Ria's baby shower on
I couldn't go.
Sunday. Yeah, so the day after the event. And
gorgeous.
Oh my God, this girl, I was like, can you do my baby shower? Like, this is so beautiful. I was like, you need to start this as like a business. She set up the table
so creative.
So beautifully.
So she did that all herself. She didn't hire someone to do the table. Wow.
Everyone was pregnant. Like, where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Like they were just like, where'd you get this? Because everything was just so perfect. And she like, of course, her being an artist had everyone's name like written. And yeah, no, she did such a good job. And like these little pancakes, and they don't know the gender of their baby, and they're not going to find out. So everything was neutral and
which is
beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Yeah, so we had that on Sunday, so that was super wholesome. And then what wasn't wholesome was my birthday this past weekend.
Yo, you guys.
And like we hadn't drank in like a month, so that was also
since
crazy.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
like over a month.
I really tried to like count my drinks because I was trying to not be too, because I was honestly scared.
Yeah. I like don't remember, but like I had a drink at Fan Deck, but I don't know like who gave me this drink. I definitely didn't buy a drink.
No,
so
I had one drink.
I had one drink at Fan Deck,
yeah,
which I feel like was a good idea, because I think by the time I got to Fan Deck, like we had already crushed like 2 bottles of champagne, and like at the bar we had a drink. So I was like,
we need to slow down.
But
it was so funny because my brother was messaging me that day because he was watching the Sens game from Boston, like on TV.
I heard it was good.
No, and he literally goes, "Oh my God,
heard it was such a good game."
6-0. He's like 6-0. Like that was the most insane game. So jealous that you were there to watch it. And I go, "What game? Like we weren't even what ice?
I had no idea.
I didn't even know we were at a Sens game.
I felt like we were like I felt like we were just at a bar.
We were just at a bar with
and people were yelling, playing the game. But we were literally there. No, I honestly didn't know the score at all.
No.
Matt told me the next day, he's like, I was 6-0. I'm like, Yeah, I know.
But I do remember the crowd just going crazy and us
yes.
going,
Apparently before we got there, I think though they played the American national anthem and people were booing. Matt told me too.
Oh, and it was Star Wars night, so we had these lifesavers. And we were like playing around with that.
God.
And I had one and I lost. I think I left it at the bar. But anyway, there's like Darth Vaders or whatever walking around. And it was just weird. Funny in the crowd. Like everyone had these like.
Wait, so many memories are going back.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Oh my God, no, that was super fun. And then we went to Ember for a bit and said what up to Cody, which was nice. And then there was a DJ we really wanted to see at Alora, so we hit up Alora for the end of the night.
I will say though, getting an Uber home was next to impossible.
No, that was. Can I also tell you what happened to me? So I recently, like 2 weeks ago, was like, oh, I want to work on my screen time. So I set like downtime on my phone, which I've never done before. And the last 2 weeks, my phone's been glitching out. Like when downtime goes on, like all these apps, like I can't access them. And so I've been trying to turn off my downtime. But when I tell you, like it genuinely glitches out. When I go to click it on and off, it like, and it doesn't let me take it off anymore. It's just been this whole thing. And so me trying to get an Uber home, I left earlier than most people. And I was trying to get an Uber home. And I couldn't open my Uber app because of this downtime thing. So I'm like drunk trying to figure out how to even open Uber.
Open my phone.
And if it wasn't minus 40, I would have walked out to try and get a cab. Cold. But I'm like, I can't go anywhere.
It was
I
so
even
cold.
I try to download Lyft. I'm like, maybe if I like download Lyft and I like don't have this downtime on it, but then I added the downtime on it. Anyway, I was like freaking out and then my Uber canceled on me. I'm sitting there by myself. People are starting to leave. They're like, oh, you're still here? Like Mike and Ash walk by. They're like, didn't you leave like 30 minutes ago? I'm like, yeah, like I don't.
Trying to get an Uber.
Like, can someone call me an Uber, man? Like, this is crazy.
This is,
Anyway, it was so hard to get home.
It was the same for us. Like we could not, there was no Ubers around. We had to walk around until we found a cab. And they overcharged us, but it's okay.
It was not fun.
Oh my God.
That part, but that's okay.
Yeah. So we did that. The Sens game, honestly, is so fun. Great way. But then the next day I'm like, okay, so dry February.
No, yeah, I'm not drinking the rest of the month, you guys.
No.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I was hungover for like 2 days.
No, it's too much.
Yeah. No.
Even just a few drinks now, I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah. And like before my ring, like I knew how it affected me, but I didn't like know based on my vitals. And now like when I can see like the data, I'm like, oh yeah, no, like that's bad.
No, it's so bad.
Like I did not sleep well.
It like alerts you like you are killing yourself.
No, it my symptom tracker for the first time popped up and it was like, hey, like your biometrics are super off on Monday in the morning. I woke up with that. Not even Sunday, on Monday. Because Sunday night I had the really bad sleep. And even though Saturday night I had a bad sleep. And even though Sunday night I went to bed early, like slept like 8 hours, I still woke up and it was like, hey, over the last 48 hours, like
damn,
you haven't been good. He's like, you might get sick soon, so like chill out.
Your biological age is going down.
No, it's still good. No, I checked that. It's still good.
God,
we're still 27. Thank God.
Scared.
I know. I thought that night took a year off my life for sure, but no, we were okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, tell me why you're drinking black coffee now. Is there other microplastics in?
No. Okay, so not all drip coffee makers are the same, and for the longest time we have our espresso machine, like the one that you like actually grind up the seeds, which I want, grind up the beans and like do all that. But like that's a lot sometimes when you're in a rush and you just want like a cup of coffee. So we had like this drip coffee maker from like Canadian Tire or something, and then we went to Costco and they were giving out like coffee samples, and it was the coffee that we had at home. But we were like, they had a different drip coffee maker. And so we drank it and we're like, this does not taste like the coffee that we have.
Like it tastes way better.
It would taste way better. So then Farza did a bunch of research. And of course, him being him, he's like, okay, so we screwed up. Like not all drip coffee makers are the same. So we got this like really nice fancy one. It's not that expensive. It was like $100. But compared to the one we had, it was like, the one we had was like $20.
Yeah. Okay, I have a gift card for $100 to Canadian Tire right now. Like maybe I should buy this.
Oh my God. Honestly, this coffee is so freaking good now that I just drink it black. I don't need to add any sugar to it, and it's just like tastes really, really good. And I've been trying to get into this like black coffee game. Yeah, but I was always just like, this tastes.
I used to drink black coffee for the longest time.
Yeah,
but then I stopped. But now, like ever since we've been talking about plastics, and then like I'm freaked out of my Nespresso pods because I'm like, yo, these like it's aluminum, but then part of it is like, oh, BPA free, like whatever, like safe stuff. But I'm like, I don't know if it, like I believe that it's actually safe, and it's just going through this plastic piece, like this hot water with my coffee. So I'm like, Oh, I don't even know if I want my Nespresso machine anymore. Like I haven't been drinking coffee. Oh, I've been freaked out. I haven't drank coffee like in a week.
Everything we touch, like
no, everything I look at, I'm like,
no, I've been trying to drink this black coffee, but
I was thinking of going back to a French press.
Oh, French press is
Remember
good too.
those days? Yep. It's so fun. You just like
press it down. Yeah. That's good too. I like French press. Yeah. We had the Aero press for a bit too, but it's like a camping one. I don't know why we had this. He's gotten us so many different coffee like mechanisms. I'm like, can this be the last one? We have so many different ways to make coffee. I'm like, it's enough. Like you have like 5 different ways to make coffee.
That's
like
hilarious.
It's good. But actually something fun that we did yesterday that was my actual birthday.
Yes.
Was we went skating on this, like, it was like literally the canal, but in the forest. So it was like 3
near
kilometers. No, it was kind of far. It was like called Countryside Adventures. It was near. I actually have no idea where it was. Like I'm like I just got in the car and was just like,
as you should. It was your birthday.
But it was like an hour away. I want to say it was like in the West End.
Wow.
But
West.
Yeah, it was
impressive.
It was in the West.
I'm like, is it north, south, east,
yeah,
west?
I think it was in the West End, like near No, I could be wrong. Anyway, look it up, guys. Countryside Adventures. But yeah, so it's a 3-kilometer skating trail, and it's literally in the forest.
That's so cute.
And it's so cute, and it had a little like area that you can get like poutine and beaver tails.
Poutine looked insane.
It was so good, and because it's close to St. Albert's, the place where you can get like the cheese curds. So that's why it was so good, because like it literally St. Albert's is right there, so they get like the cheese curds fresh.
Wow.
And we even got some eggs. They had like free range eggs that they were selling and all this stuff. So it was cute.
Best.
Yeah, it was a really cute little day, and like we did that, and then we went to Stray Dog brewery near our house.
We have a coupon.
Okay, so funny that so funny that you say that. So we were driving to this countryside place, and it said on the sign like Stray Dog Breweries, but we're like, Stray Dog is near us, like in Orleans.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, maybe they just have like another one like here. So then Farza goes, oh my god, that's sick, we should go there, because I have this like random coupon that we've had in our wallet for like since June.
That from?
They got it from Beer Fest.
There we
so
go.
I was like, oh my god, you still have this? Okay, cool, we'll go after. So then we go to the skating thing, and we're like, we put it in our GPS, and we're like, wait, this is taking us to like back to our house. So we're like confused, like what? But then anyway, we ended up going, and they have a really good happy hour, like from like 3 to 5. It's like $5 pints.
Oh my god!
So
that's really good.
It's so good, and they have what's great about Stray Dog is they like a lot of their whatever money that they make, they go towards like shelters for dogs. That's why it's called Stray Dog.
Oh my god!
So they have like
Stop.
I know, and so people brought their dogs there. So it was a dog friendly place. We have to go and bring our dogs.
I would love that.
So 3 dogs were there, and people were just working inside with their laptops, and their dogs were there.
Oh my god!
And then they, on their event calendar, they had all these things. Like one of the nights, like all the proceeds from like this little concert that they do there, all the proceeds go to a dog shelter or dog pound or whatever.
That's the best.
Yeah, it was really cute.
That's such a catchy little name. I can't believe I missed that.
Stray Dog. I was like,
that's
why it's called that. Like, I didn't get it either.
Dude, skating in the forest, I gotta say, I really like that idea, because my favorite runs in Mont Tremblant are like the chill runs like through forests.
It's
like
so
it's just
beautiful.
so
I'm like, this
peaceful.
is so much better than the canal. I don't get why the canal is like.
I don't know if I'll ever go on the canal again. Maybe when I have kids, but other than that, probably not anytime soon.
Yeah, no. But all in all, really good birthday.
Good birthday, 30 freaking 1.
31.
Hell yeah.
30 freaking 1. But
big travel year. Love that.
Yeah.
Crushing it. Okay, I feel like we both have similar dream stories right now, so I need to hear your dream about Farzad so I can tell you or your story about Farzad's dream so I can tell you about Matt's.
Okay, so if you guys want to know this, I probably have talked about it before, but Farzad like is a sleep talker. He's a sleep talker. Sometimes he like does things in his sleep,
builds tables in his sleep.
Anyway, so like the other night I'm like sleeping, all of a sudden he like kind of goes like this to like wake up, and then he goes pew pew pew, like literally hold like a gun.
He's been playing too many video games.
He's been playing these video games where the sound is like pew 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 pew.
I'm dead.
So he literally wakes me up and goes pew 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 pew, and I'm like,
does he actually have his hand in the air and he's doing that?
He does. So then I'm like, and every time this happens, I'm like, oh my God, I need to record this. Because every time I tell him, like in the morning, like, this is what you did last night, he's like, no, I didn't. I'm like, I need to just put like a Ring camera in your bedroom so I can show you. Because like, also, how could I have made this up? Because then he goes, oh my God, that's funny because I've been playing this game and like that's the sound it makes. So I'm like, okay, clearly that's why you're doing this.
That's so funny.
But then he like the other night, like accidentally smacks me in the face. Like he like kind of rolled over and he goes, oh no, and he like smacked me in the face. And I'm like, wake up, dude.
Like you're literally hurting me.
And he's like, oh, and he doesn't remember it in the morning. Like he never remembers. But I'm like, this is getting dangerous. Like you're waking me up.
He's gonna hurt
screwing
you.
Up with my
also,
sleep.
you're in a king size bed. Like go to your side.
No, go to your side.
Yeah,
like he
like,
is
such
a he like cuddles next to me. I'm like, can you like move over? Like you're too close.
Space. Okay, yeah, literally the same thing. I went to go write this in the notes, and he'd already wrote about Farzad sleep talking. But also, it's actually not normal for Matt to sleep talk. Like I'm the one that sleep talks and says weird things. So like this was such like a nice little nugget of this to happen because it's usually me. But especially because his knee right now, like I'm just very like hyper aware of him and like if he's like needs anything or whatever. And he like acted like he like shot up and I was just like, oh my God, like is he okay? Did he like pull his knee or something? And I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? And he just starts talking about I want to go in the Ferrari. And I'm like, what? You want to go where? He's like, I want to drive the Ferrari. And he keeps talking about driving a Ferrari. And I'm like, babe, there's no
Is there something you got to tell me?
There's no Ferrari in sight right now. I'm like, you can't even drive right now. Like you're on crutches, dude. But I'm just like, okay, he's definitely just dreaming about driving a fast car. That's so hilarious. Funny. I'm like, okay, I'm going back to bed now.
Oh my God.
But yeah, he just wakes up like Ferrari. I'm like, this is crazy. And then I woke up and I told him and he's like, that didn't happen. I'm like, yes, it did, dude.
Like, why would you have made this up? Like, how would you have even come up with this?
It happened. You're crazy.
Oh my God. See, I want to know if I sleep talk, but I feel like
he's too busy.
He's too busy sleep dogging. Yeah. Like, you're running a podcast in his sleep. I'm like, can you wake up?
Can you let me know? Okay, should we talk about the Grammys?
Yes.
Okay, I actually didn't really see too many people's outfits, so I don't know.
Okay, first, did you see that Kendrick Lamar won like 4 Grammys?
He won everything.
Yeah. Imagine being Drake.
I just saw this one clip of him winning like Song of the Year, and they obviously are playing Not Like Us in the background and just like listening to the lyrics about them calling Drake like a pedophile and like certified lover boy, certified pedophile. I'm just like, this is so awkward. Like they're at the Grammys right now and all these people are just like, whoa, and it's just this song about Drake
it's
liking
crazy.
kids.
Yeah, no,
like that's so
much.
fucked.
It's too much. But yeah, it's like I can't believe he got 4 Grammys for that. That's crazy. It just shows you too that like from conflict, like a rap battle or whatever the frick you want to call it, all this like the feud produced such good music.
Oh, definitely.
So it's like you should be thanking
shout out Kendrick. I don't even know if Drake was at the Grammys.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he was invited.
That'd have been so embarrassing.
Yeah. Okay, my favorite look from the Grammys was Sabrina Carpenter. She had this like blue dress. It was like this feathery dress with like a pretty like detail in the back.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
And then also Olivia Rodrigo had this like really nice black dress.
Okay, I did not see hers.
Did you see Taylor Swift's like red dress?
I loved hers. She looked so good.
And did you see the little tee she had for Travis?
Oh, I thought it was for Taylor.
People
like
herself. No, it's for Travis.
Oh, that's so cute. Then I feel like she should have like done his initials then because I feel like maybe she wanted to be a little like, oh, is it Taylor? Is it Travis?
Yeah.
So clearly they're doing well.
Did you see Jade Smith's like outfit? He literally had a castle over
Jaden Smith,
sorry.
No.
Had a castle over his head, like just like it looked like a bouncy castle on his head.
No, I didn't. He's weird. He's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Makes good music though. And then Miley Cyrus I thought was good, but it was basically like, but wait, didn't she have her boobs out? Was it at the Grammys she had her boobs out? There was another thing. Like you could basically see her boobs.
Oh. Maybe, no, I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that.
Okay.
But did you see, speaking of naked, did you see Kanye West?
No, that was insane.
He got kicked out after
He wasn't even invited.
No, he literally showed up, did that, and then got kicked out.
Yeah, and then he's like, my wife's the most Googled woman in the world right now, blah, blah, blah. No, when she took off her clothes, I was like, and she like went slowly. I'm like, oh, I'm literally going to see her vagina in like 2 seconds. Like that was weird.
No.
Like she looked great, but I'm like, what? Like, why would you want to do that?
I feel like he was like whispering in her ear, like, do it now, like let's go, do it now. It's just too much.
No, that was too much, just too far. You know, if like a man did that and like his dick was out, like you get charged of public indecency.
Yeah.
Like
It's too much.
Just because our bodies look way better than theirs, like, doesn't mean we should just be showing them all the time.
I want to know what Kris Jenner is doing. Like, she's working around the clock right now.
Yo, I don't even know. But I will say this woman looks so much like Kim. Like, that's probably what Kim looks like naked.
Yeah. But also, like,
maybe that's why he did it.
I also think, like, yeah, when he was dating Kim, like, he would tell her, like, what to wear, to do that, to do this. And then now he just, like, found another, like, puppet to be like, you should dress like this.
He's so weird, man.
I don't like it.
No.
It's
and
like,
then
it makes you feel weird a little bit. You're like, wait.
What did Shakira and Alicia Keys wear that was so bad?
Shakira just wore this, like, I don't know, it was very tacky, like, glittery dress.
Wasn't she getting sued by a freaking like, wherever she's from? She's getting sued.
I don't know. I don't know what happened to that. I feel like no one's talking about it.
Yeah.
And then Alicia Keys, like, she just never wears makeup anymore. And I'm like,
oh, really?
But it's like with the, like, a dress that you're wearing for the Grammys, like, not wearing any makeup, it just looks weird. I don't know.
It's like, show up a little bit.
It's
kind of like Pam Anderson, like, embracing her natural. And it's like, okay, but also it's okay to put on, like, a mascara. Like, mascara. You know you can afford it. Put on a little bit of mascara. Come on.
Oh my God. Okay, speaking of, like, scandals and stuff, though, did you hear about the whole Rhode lip peptide scandal?
I've heard that it's, like, hurting people's lips a lot.
Okay, so there was that whole thing of, like, people saying it's, like, burning their lips. Now they have another scandal that just came out because they added fenugreek extract to their lip products. And it's funny because fenugreek is actually one of the herbs that we add in a lot of it's like a seeds that we add a lot in Persian cooking, but it's similar to cloves. Like, it looks like a clove, but, like, you take the seeds, and anyway, it's kind of like the same derivative of peanuts. So sometimes people who are allergic to peanuts can be allergic to fenugreek, and, like, it's a very similar kind of composition, I think. Anyway, so now people, obviously you're putting on a lip balm, you're gonna eat a little bit of it, so people have had breakouts, allergic reactions. Oh my God, has anyone died? Where they're going to the hospital, and people are now suing her because they've, like, because of the extract.
Well, yeah, of course.
So yeah, there's a lawsuit coming.
That's so shitty.
And more people are coming out saying, "Oh my God, yes, I also had an allergic reaction and I didn't know what it was from." Because you wouldn't think it was you would think it was from something else, right? Like, you were eating something else, but now,
oh my God, that's really scary.
And there's no, like, disclaimer on the product.
Like, may contain nuts or does contain nuts. Yeah, that's so shitty.
It sucks for, like, people who advised her. They didn't, like, tell her that.
Yeah, like, but also as the company owner, like, I don't know, if I put my name on anything, I will go through every single ingredient and want to know what it is. Yeah, what is this? You know? Yeah. I don't own anything from Rhode. Like, do you own any of their products? Have you tried it? No. Can you even buy it in Canada?
I feel like you have to pay a lot of shipping. Yeah. It just wasn't. It didn't, like, intrigue me enough.
Like,
unless it's at Sephora, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I will say I feel like that I like the phone case that you can put her lip gloss in. Like, I think that's super cute. But
you can get that anywhere. Like, you can get that on any website.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't have to be from her.
No, but that, I think, that one is, like, hers though. It, like, fits that one kind of lip gloss. But man, that is so devastating. Yeah. Well, can't wait to see that unfold. And she's, like, a new mom too. Like, you really don't want to deal with that.
And the thing is too, is, like, once something like this happens with a product, it really just takes a lot for you to rebuild. I remember that whole thing with the lip kits with Kylie Cosmetics, and people were just like, wait, this is coming from, like, ColourPop, which is, like, $20 or whatever, and, like, $2, and you're selling it for, like, $50 or whatever it was.
Yeah. Can we talk about Kourtney Kardashian's high protein popcorn?
Oh, Khloe Kardashian.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
I was shocked. You sent me this thing, and I didn't realize that the protein popcorn industry is, like, a $5 billion industry.
I've never even heard of protein popcorn.
I've never heard of it. I've never seen it. I feel like, how has that not been advertised to us? Maybe this is more in the States, but I would be so down for high protein popcorn.
Protein snacks. I'm like,
oh my God,
they need to make more protein snacks. It's hard to, because I feel like, when you're, like, munching on a snack, you're like, not getting any protein.
No, never.
Really,
unless you're putting cottage cheese on it.
Yeah, unless you put cottage cheese.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like that's such a smart, especially her. She's so like health and wellness.
It makes sense for her. Yeah.
Like this, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Like when they came out with like Sprinter and this and that, I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know, but I'm like, okay, this is actually very on brand for you, and I want some.
And it's perfect timing because a new season of the Kardashians is coming out.
Yeah, and it tomorrow. Looks crazy. It's tomorrow,
February 6th.
It looks crazy. Yeah, I'm just excited for that. Also, have you been keeping up with the Salt Lake City?
Yes.
Yeah, the most recent reunion when they talked about Mary's son. Oh
so
my God.
sad. And Andy cried.
So
and you
sad.
never see him get emotional, so that was like a first. That this whole Bronwyn thing is a little confusing with the necklace. Like, did you buy a necklace?
I don't think she bought.
I don't think she bought anything.
Yeah. Also, like the way she is trying to sweep under the rug about Todd like cheating on her.
That was.
And
weird.
Heather's like, did she do it or didn't he do it? Like,
oh, he emotionally cheated, but he actually didn't emotionally cheat. It's like, which one was it?
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was a very weird, situation.
Yeah.
I think she'll be on the next season, though. I feel like she brought a lot to the table.
People are saying that Jen Shaw is going to return from jail.
Yeah, she should be home by like Thanksgiving this year. So maybe.
Jen Shaw is returning,
insane.
and then Lisa Vanderpump on Beverly Hills.
Is that confirmed?
100%.
No, it is?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Stop. I thought it was a
rumor.
rumor.
But I think Kyle is going to leave, and then Lisa's going to come back. Kyle's kind of boring. I'm like, get her off, honestly. She's giving nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you even
yeah.
on the show anymore? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize Lisa was actually going
But it would be better if they were both on it. Maybe they will be. I don't know.
Maybe they'll be friends again now that her and Dorit are like kind of in shambles.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll lean back on Lisa. Oh my God, fun.
Yeah.
I love all of that.
Have you watched The Traitors?
No, I haven't. I think I need to.
You would really like it. You would really, really like it. So
I don't
watch
know any of these people that you wrote down.
So watch the most recent. Yeah, I didn't know them before this show. But Sierra from Summer House is on it.
Oh.
So that's who that is.
Okay, that's Sierra.
So season 3 of Traitors. So for those who don't know, Traitors is like a murder mystery show. And it's all like fake, obviously. It's just like there's some people, they all go to this castle. And there's some people that get chosen to be traitors, and there's some people chosen to be faithfuls. Okay. And the whole premise is like the faithfuls have to figure out who the traitors are and vote them out.
Okay.
And as that's happening, they're also like working on these missions to get money for the pot. To then they all split the pot at the end.
Okay.
But they have to make sure like they get all the traitors out. But the traitors are then killing the faithfuls. Like they get murdered.
Oh my gosh.
So there's all this stuff happening. It's kind of like I would compare it to like Big Brother a little bit, like strategy and just like trying to figure out who to evict.
Or also kind of like The Circle a little bit. I don't know if you watched that because you have to lie obviously about your identity.
Exactly. But it is funny because there's people from all avenues of reality TV. So there's like people
Wasn't like
from
Spencer and Heidi on it?
They were on the first, I think, season. This one, there's people from like Real Housewives, like Potomac and New York and some others. There's Sierra from Summer House.
Is she a faithful or do you even know?
She's a faithful. Okay. Yeah. There's people from Survivor, Big Brother, The Challenge, like
all over.
A ton of people. No, it's really entertaining. Actually, Zac Efron's brother is on it. Oh. His name's Dylan Efron. Never even knew he had a brother.
Is he cute?
He is cute. Oh, okay. Yeah. Britney Spears' ex is on it. That's Sam.
Kevin Federline? Oh, no. Sam, the one that she was married to. Yeah. That's so weird.
And he's like Persian, and it's just funny because he has no idea what's going on. Like you can just tell he's like so fob. Like he has no idea. Like people are talking, and he's just like, yeah, and you're like, and people are like, he's acting like sus. I'm like, no, it's because he's just confused.
He's just confused, dude.
And Ayan from Real Housewives of Dubai was on it too, and she was like, "What's going on? Someone explain the rules." Like, I don't understand. Like,
that's hilarious. So okay, I gotta check it out. What is that on? Hey You?
No, it's on. I don't remember what it's on.
Okay, I'll just find it.
Okay, and
you've been watching Severance.
I've been watching.
It's a slow burn.
But also very confusing at the beginning because I forgot everything. It's been like 2 years.
I watched a recap even before watching the new season, and I'm still kind of like, wait, I'm a little confused again. Like I have to like go back and like fact check some things. I'm like, okay, I kind of forgot that happened. Because like, man, why are we taking 4 years to put out another season? Like even when Euphoria comes out, I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
It's been years.
I'm excited for White Lotus though, because every time it's new. I'm also really just down for miniseries now. I've realized.
I think White Lotus has it figured out, and like sometimes there can be characters that are like come back here and there. Like that one girl, I forget her name. But yeah, a good mini series, just bing bang boom done.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah,
love that.
I think White Lotus should be out like very very soon,
like
which is
2 weeks.
nice. Okay, I learned about a feature on Instagram that like I think is kind of handy. So the Instagram is now suggesting you may want to block these people based on if someone keeps going onto your profile and like checking stuff, or like I don't know, if somehow is like looking at your stuff. It will literally suggest.
What? It's
like,
telling you people are stalking you?
It literally tells you.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
So if you go to your blocked list and you scroll down, it will say at the bottom, you may want to block. And then it will say people.
I want to see.
So anyway, you should check that out, guys. Because like
did you have people?
I had one person. It looked like a fake account. So I just
profile. No way.
So then I just went and blocked that person. So I was like, who the frig is this?
In my activity? No.
So imagine
privacy,
too, like
account privacy.
Yeah.
No. Close friends. Okay, blocked. I have 20 people blocked.
And then
guys.
go all the way down.
You may want to block
like
Guyman speed dial. Jamon speed dial. I don't know what that is. But my account's private, so
I know, but it could be just like people clicking on your name, or like I don't know. I actually don't know how they come up with that, but I was like,
wow,
this
I have
is kind of
so many
weird.
people blocked.
More people blocked than
just like random though.
Yeah.
Like I just find like random people would follow me and DM me, and I'm like blocked.
Yeah, anytime like I get weird
like,
DMs from people,
1
I'm
2
like,
3 4
blocked.
Johnny 1 2 3 4. Like you're blocked.
No.
Like
100%.
No, thank you.
But anyway, I thought that was so funny. Like,
that is interesting. How did you find that out?
Someone like made a TikTok about it.
Okay, like, we love that.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned something really cool about something called hope molecules.
Ooh.
Okay, and I was like, oh, this sounds interesting. So basically what they are, so when you contract your muscles, they secrete proteins into your bloodstream that make you more resilient to stress and that can protect you from depression. So when you do things like obviously like walking, running, hiking, swimming, lifting weights, dancing, like these are things where you're contracting your muscles. So this basically just dumps a bunch of hope molecules into your body, and it's just like the tale as old as time, how like movement is therapy and how important that is for you to like have like serotonin and like dopamine into your body.
Yep.
And it literally like changes your brain chemistry from you doing movement every day.
No, 100%.
So it's just another reminder, guys. Even like, for example, like I don't always want to run 3 days a week. Like I'm training for this marathon, like I have to do it. But I don't always want to. But every time I do it after, I feel so much better.
Yep.
And I'm always so thankful that I did it. And I will never, ever forget my doctor telling me, like when I was going through my anxiety phase 2 years ago or 3 years ago now, and he literally was like, yeah, you can go, or not antidepressants, sorry, anti-anxiety medication,
yep.
Or have you tried going for like a run? And I will literally thank this man till the end of my life for just suggesting that. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go for a run. And it just like completely like changed my brain chemistry.
Because I find sometimes what happens too is if you don't know that, when you get stressed, you just want to hide and like just go sleep and watch
so
TV,
much easier.
And that will actually make you more stressed. Mm-hmm. So it's really important, even if you go for a 5-minute walk,
literally,
because chances are you go for that 5-minute walk, it turns into 10 minutes, it turns into 15 minutes. But yeah, like the best way to de-stress after a long day is go and
move your body.
Or
even just like, it's cold outside, you don't want to go outside, fair, put on your favorite songs and just dance. Like dance, just like move your body, like contract those muscles, get those hope molecules like pumping through your body.
Yep.
And just be happy.
Yeah,
I just thought that was so cool.
That.
Like there's really science behind it.
100%. So much science behind all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I saw someone talk about like how, I think it was, I have their name here. Sahel Bloom was talking about how people have like 3 types of friends. You have leaves, branches, and roots.
Yes.
And essentially leaves are the types of friends. They come and go with seasons. Like
fair weather friends,
people that coming into your life at a certain point and they don't always stay, but they were there for a reason. Mm-hmm. Then you have branches who are there and they're supporting the leaves and they're there when you need them, but they're not like structural. And sometimes branches can fall off and
they're sturdy, but not like
they're not like roots.
Yeah.
And roots are the ones that like are there and helping you through difficult times, and are there through like thick and thin. Because on the branches side, like if you put too much pressure on them, they'll break. So I thought that was such a cool analogy to think about friends in that way.
Definitely.
And it's okay to have friends that are leaves or branches.
They all serve their purpose.
They all serve different purposes. And like sometimes you don't need friends that you need to tell them every single like thing. And you know what I mean? They're just there to be there, supportive or in whatever way they can. And I
think part of growing up is just realizing that like you genuinely can't keep every single friend you've ever made. Like that's just unrealistic, because then you just also wouldn't be a great friend to those people, because you can't be like a great friend to like 100 people.
No.
You know what I mean? 100%. So it's just like recognizing that some of the, and what's also interesting too about the leaves is yes, they can fall, but then sometimes they like come back. Yes. And like, then that's also okay. So like just because maybe you and your friend haven't spoken in like a year or two or however long, maybe they moved away, but it doesn't mean like if they come to visit or if they move back, like you wouldn't pick up where they were.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's really interesting.
I know.
I like that analogy.
I like it.
Okay, well, we're on this health and wellness kick. I wrote this in the notes literally last year. I listened to this podcast by Jay Shetty, obviously the guy who pays us to say his name on our podcast. And it's literally been our notes for over a year now. So I'm like, I have to talk about this. So I was listening to a pod by Jay, and he was talking about how each year goes in different cycles. So there are different kinds of years that you may be having. Okay. So there are 4 of them. One of them is learning and curiosity.
Okay.
So that has to do with experimenting and being open to trying new things.
Okay. One
is performing. So that's commitment and consistency. And then one is thriving, which is having the humility and a lack of complacency.
Whoa.
So I kind of like, for example, when I was first starting to run, that was kind of me having a learning and curiosity cycle where I'm just like, I'm curious about this. I'm learning about it. When I started signing up for my races, that was me experimenting, being open to trying this, and I'm experimenting with it, seeing if I like it. And now that I'm super into it, now I'm like performing and I'm like trying to like really give it my all.
Yeah. So these are you would have these in each year, or that you would have 1 year of just performing?
Year of kind of just that. So you kind of like figure out like, is this your year where you're performing? Is this the year where you're thriving? Is this the year where you're experimenting? Or is this the year where you're learning?
Got you. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm like in my performing phase right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I had all of like my PhD's coming to an end. So I had all that learning and curiosity and experimenting. And now it's the year where I'm like putting into action, I feel like. So
you're like actually literally doing that. You're like finishing your PhD and like
using it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that.
There's different
It also makes sense. It also makes you realize that like some years are just years where you're experimenting. Yeah. And you don't need to be performing. Or some years you're learning, but you're not putting into action. And like, that's okay.
And you don't always have to be thriving. You don't always have to be like going, doing. So it's just interesting to like think of it like that, depending on where you are in your life and what the year is like.
I've really been like embracing the everything happens for a reason and just letting life happen as it should. And there's something really peaceful about letting go of control and just letting life take its course.
Letting life let them.
Let them. Because it's just nice. Sometimes you're just like, well, what if I do this? And then, oh, what if this happens? And what if that happens? And instead of just thinking of all those different situations, you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to see what happens.
I've been a lot better of not stressing at work of things that are not in my control. Yep. And it's just been so freeing.
Let them.
No, I'm still big on let them. And did you download the book onto your Kindle? Yes. Did you start it?
Yes. Oh my God. I need to give it to you.
Yeah.
Remind me.
Next week, whenever.
Or just give me your Kindle.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll just I don't know. Yeah. Should I just give it to you?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, or I'll find a way to send you the book, but it's really good. Mel Robbins killed it. I can hear her telling the book. I kind of want to get the audiobook and listen to the audiobook as I read, because there's this whole thing about immersive reading. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Okay. Farzad started doing it and he said it's really good. So you listen to the audiobook as you're reading it and you really get immersed in it because you can hear it and you're seeing the words.
You know what? I think I would enjoy that, because I swear to God, sometimes I have to read the same sentence like 5 times.
I'm like that too.
Because I'm like, wait,
what?
I zoned out there for a second. Like, let's start over. And then I'm like, wait, okay, no, I zoned out again. Yeah. Like, I think I would really benefit from that.
And if you zone out, it's fine, because then you're just listening and then you kind of pick up where you left off.
For sure.
Yeah. So I love that. We're separating. I think that's all we got.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote, guys.
We hope everybody had a great January, and I hope you have either a nice sober February or a fucked up February, whatever is in your cards.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do. We will be sober.
Yeah.
Until April.
Until further notice.
Yeah. So we love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.